my cousin is going to give instructions.
Hello everybody, if you've never popped a bottle of champagne before, I'll tell you how to do it. So what you can do is hold it in your, if you are right-handed, you're going to grip the bottle with your left hand. If you're right-handed, the opposite. What you're going to do is you're going to hold it at a 45-degree angle, like so, okay? And what you're going to do is you see what's called the cage that is around the cork. Then, you untwist it. You take off the cage while keeping it at a 45-degree angle. While this is happening, you hold your thumb on top, okay? Now, at a 45-degree angle, you grip it with your thumb on top, like this. Okay? 3/4 turn.
Alright, so we're going to take a minute. Everybody start popping your bottles. Listen to the sounds of back from Yosemite. We got hitched in Yosemite. And as tired as we were, I brought out some old journals of mine from, I think, high school. And I wanted to share a little bit of with you guys. I'm a little nervous. Okay.
You're doing great.
So this is like back in high school, and I think a little bit of college. I wrote some journal entries about what my perfect husband would be like. And then I made a list of all the things I wanted to have at my wedding. So I'll start with what I would like to have at my wedding. Some of the things I wrote was in the forest, checkmark at Yosemite. White lights, we got the string lights. Bon Jovi performs. Sorry, no Bon Jovi.
He was busy.
Let's see. Sorry, I should have prepared a little more for this. It's going to be a party. It's going to be. I wrote down no indoor reception. That would be boring and tacky. Over here. The Turn Verina is a very special place to us, so that's why we're in this place right now. When walking down the aisle, look at him and only him. If his expression isn't true, or if his expression is true, there's no need to run.
I couldn't stop crying, so I hope that is what
I wrote, dance your asses off, which we will do. There will be ice cream cake tonight. Luckily, Jeff definitely agreed with me on that one. And yeah, those are the ones that I'm willing to share. So. And then the second one is, what are the qualities that I want in my perfect husband? I wrote, I'll start with some sweet ones. I wrote, loves to dance with you. We definitely love to dance.
Doesn't mean I'm good, but I do like to dance.
I wrote that he's my best friend, and I underlined that 3 times. It's very true. I wrote he's a good talker and talks a lot. Talks a lot about cars. I wrote that he cooks and cleans. He definitely cleans. And I love to cook, so that's okay. We can be dorks together. That will be dancing dorks together. Is open to anything, is spontaneous, randomly buys me flowers, and pushes me to do stuff that is out of my comfort zone, which you absolutely do. And loves the outdoors, hiking and camping. So, and those are the ones I'm willing to share. You absolutely do.
Wow, that's hard to follow up. I didn't have the foresight when I was a teenager to journal about my future wife, unfortunately. But I really could not ask for more. Just an amazing person that pushes me to be better every day. Someone that loves to camp with me, that will work on the project cars with me. Just someone that brings community together like this. I love you to death, Sarah. So, and thank you all so much for coming out. It is so humbling to see so many beautiful people here that we care so much about. So thank you all for coming.
Real quick, so for the toast portion of this speech, one of the biggest things when planning our wedding was that, like, obviously it's about us getting married and loving each other, but a part of what makes us is the community and the people that are here in this room, our families, our friends, our extended friends and family. So you all are, like, really important to us, and we're really happy that you all came out here. We have people who flew out from New York, from Texas. We have people from Sacramento area, and all around. So thank you for being here tonight. We love you all so dearly, and this is just great to see you all in the same room. So thanks for being here. So cheers to love and cheers to community.
Prost.
So we're going to open up this portion of the night to do toasts. We're going to start with...
who wanted to go first?
We're going to start with some of the more traditional toasts, and then we are going to open up about maybe 15 minutes or so for anybody who is here that wants to speak, and maybe a minute. Don't make it 5 minutes, please. Who wants to talk and get a little toast yourself. So I'll give you some time to start thinking about that while some of our family goes first. So Mom, I would like to give you the mic.
You're good.
Hold it here.
Okay.
Don't put it in your mouth.
Okay. Well, I can't do better than that, that's for
Do you want me
sure.
to hold it here?
Yes, hold it for me. Okay. Good evening, everyone. I'm so happy to be here on this extremely thrilling, magical day, especially to celebrate the love between Sarah, my daughter, and Jeff. This is my daughter, by the way. Sarah, from the moment you came into this world and I saw your beautiful little face, you became my everything. I remember marveling at your tiny fingers and toes, promising to love you forever and protect you. From your first steps and words, you've been full of surprises. Please excuse me if I start getting emotional. I can still picture you at Round Table Pizza, spinning that pacifier of yours round and round and round like a little tiny magician, and enchanting everyone around you. I'll never forget your princess face, with tutu and tiara and all, when you pranced around the house, declaring you were ruler of the kingdom. I also remember when you posed in a wedding dress at your mommy and me group. It's like you were already getting ready for this day. And Jeff, let's be honest, you never stood a chance against Sarah's enchanting spirit. Sarah, watching you grow has been an adventure. You've always been strong, intelligent, and independent, but you've also kept me on my toes. I'll never forget this time, when you bleached your hair and covered it with a towel, hoping you would hide it from me. I think I aged a decade that day. Oh, and those college papers that she somehow miraculously submitted on time, I don't know, there must have been some magic involved in that. I'll also treasure all our adventures together, our travels abroad, our shopping sprees that made me broke, and hiking. While Jeffrey may be your new travel buddy now, I hope you can leave a few for your mom. Sarah, your generous heart and love for family, friends, and community inspire me every day, especially your work with the homeless. I'm so incredibly proud of the woman you've become. I really am. And then came along Jeffrey, Sarah's partner in crime. Jeff, from the moment we met, I knew you were something special. Your first date, geocaching all over town, that was only the beginning of an amazing adventure between the two of you. Your shared passions of skiing, hiking, snowboarding, horseback riding, and those nerve-wracking, Gambler 500 off-road adventures. They prove you are a perfect match. It's clear you both thrive on the excitement, that's for sure. Jeff, welcome to our family. Thank you for loving my Sarah. It's a joy to see how you both light up around each other and support your shared interests, like your adorable dogs, Kiara and Miss Maggie. Maggie?
That's Maddie.
Maddie is my niece and Maggie's my dog. To your mutual fascination with the giraffes at the zoo. Jeffrey, I couldn't imagine anyone better for Sarah. I've never seen her smile so much. Where are Laura and Tom? Laura and Tom, thank you for raising such a wonderful man. The values and kindness you've instilled in him shine through everything he does. It's so exciting that our families are coming together. Today, I'm not only just gaining a son-in-law, but I'm gaining a new family to love. And now, I forgot my champagne, but I'll pretend I have one. And now, let's raise a glass. Okay, thank you. And now, let's raise a glass to Mr. and Mrs. Sisterson. Okay, we're done?
Thank you so much.
I love you. Okay.
Hi everyone, thank you for being here. I'm Laura, Jeff's mom, and thank you for being here to help us celebrate Sarah and Jeff's marriage. And this is my husband Tom, Jeff's dad. Tom and I couldn't be happier to have you join our family, Sarah. And we're proud of the two of you and the loving, committed relationship you have with each other. Many of us have had the advantage of seeing your love story develop. It was punctuated by the joyful, deep, and tearful gaze you shared as Sarah walked up the aisle on Thursday. It was electric, and everyone there felt the powerful connection between the two of you. And your vows and expressions of why you love each other so much, you made lots of other jealous people want to marry you.
Oh, goodness.
It doesn't seem so long ago, Jeffrey, that I walked to the hospital to give birth to you.
She did.
Round of applause for my mom right there.
Yes, I did walk through our neighbor's back gate and across the parking lot to Sutter Memorial here in East Sacramento. The day after you were born, you and I had an extended period you had an extended period of wakefulness where we shared a long gaze, getting to know each other. It was very moving. Now, I don't expect you to remember it, but you have been bright-eyed and engaging ever since. You are a loving, happy, positive, and funny. You're funny and have been such a blessing to Dad and me. Both of you share these qualities, making you a profoundly special couple and a blessing to so many. Now, as some of you are aware, Jeffrey has been talking about marrying Sarah for a long, long time. Since age 4, as a matter of fact. So he had a preschool friend and carpool buddy named Sarah. They talked and made plans about their future, about how they were going to get married one day. They thought they had they would have lots of babies. And Sarah would have some, and Jeffrey would have some. Who knows, right? But I loved the equal opportunity of it all. And this was all very amusing, especially when Jeffrey made a request of me. They were going to have all these babies and they would need to drive them around. So could he borrow the minivan? So over the years, Jeff's interests shifted from minivans to Ford Mustangs.
Yes.
And to a different Sarah.
Ah, thank God.
The beautiful Sarah Schwartz.
Sarah Sisterson.
Sarah Sisterson now. Sarah, you are one of the most kind-hearted women I've known. The way you care for all kinds of people, be they friends, family, or the needy and marginalized in our world. Both of you put people and dogs at the center of your lives. Your epic friend group is a testament to that and how welcoming you are. At their tailgate rehearsal outside Yosemite Chapel on Wednesday, they invited a couple of wandering hikers to join us for dinner. They know no strangers. Now, let's get back to the topic of cars. When I found out that Sarah was not only joining Jeffrey for the cars and coffee events, but happily helping him work on cars, whoa, I knew they were a match made in heaven. In Matthew 6:21, the verse reads, "Wherever is your treasure, there will your heart be also." Jeffrey, as you, Connor, and Andrew grew up, I often told you, you are my treasure, because you are the most important to my heart. Jeffrey, you are and always will be our treasure, and we're lucky to call you our son. And now, Sarah, you are our treasure too. Congratulations, you two.
Thank you.
I was privileged to do the ceremony, and I said my share during the sermon. But not only have we loved Sarah, but her family too. And we're so honored and privileged to be combining. And you guys are great, and you've welcomed us, so thank you all.
All right. So Elliot, would you like to come up here? Elliot is our best man and one of Jeff's brothers. Do you guys know him?
Hi, I'm one of Jeff's brothers.
Hi.
And I've always been proud of my older brother. I admire his adventurous spirit and endless energy, and being able to crack a joke even when the rest of the family is stressed out of their minds, including me. It's always a reminder that I don't have to take things so seriously and I can lighten up a bit. Growing up, he was always out of the house, spending time going biking or longboarding with friends, or breaking into the roof of his high school and getting stuck up there. Jeff has always been a fantastic role model and older brother. He has so much love for others and makes a point to be kind and empathetic. Jeff, I love you so much, and I'm so proud of you. You're such an important person in my life, the way you support me without any questions, and the way that you'll show up for me wherever and whenever. I remember around the time Jeff and Sarah started talking for the first time. Our family had a trip to Lake Arrowhead, and because Jeff was driving, he asked me and my girlfriend Yema to text her for us. I remember him telling us that they met online, and when we saw his profile, there was a picture of him holding a bowl of spaghetti, smiling ear to ear while standing in the shower, which you can see in the hallway later on. And don't worry, the picture was torso up. We were pretty baffled by that decision to put such a wacky picture on his online dating profile, but it worked. I think it worked because it really summed up Jeff's humor and silliness in the best way. Soon after, I got to meet Sarah for the first time. Very quickly, I saw how well Jeff and her got along and how well they know it and how good they are for each other. I got to know Sarah myself, and she shares a lot of the same qualities as Jeff: kind, thoughtful, funny, and adventurous. Sarah, I love you, and I'm so happy that I not only get to call you a friend, but a sister now. You're so incredibly welcoming and kind and selfless, and I'm so incredibly proud of both of you. Together, like everyone has said, you have created already a beautiful life together. The community that you've created and fostered around you is something truly incredible and says a lot about you. So if we can all raise our glasses to the next adventure for both of you.
Thank you.
Go. I'd like to invite up my maid of honor right now. My best friend since college, Caitlin Dixon.
Hi everyone, my name is Caitlin, and whenever I describe Sarah to other people, I love sharing the story from when we were in college together. Every year for spring break, Sarah and I went on a retreat, and every year it fell on my birthday. As the queen of fun and hijinks, Sarah made my birthday extra special by glitter bombing me. Not once, but multiple times a day. The first year it happened, I thought, wow, that was really cute. But little did I know that Sarah would make it a yearly tradition. One year, she forgot to bring glitter, and with some divine inspiration, she ripped up scripture and made makeshift confetti. Is Jesus dying on the cross? There was one year Sarah didn't go to spring break camp, so I doubted that it was going to happen. But famous last words. Don't ever underestimate Sarah, because she will enlist another friend to glitter bomb you in her absence. I love sharing this story about Sarah because it highlights her spontaneous and playful spirit. Sarah is fun-loving and will go to great lengths to celebrate and lift those around her. But Sarah isn't just all about fun and games. Sarah contains multitudes. I've had the honor and pleasure to witness her big and compassionate heart when she piloted a justice small group in our college club. Her courage as she reconciled her cultural and ethnic identity as a mixed woman of color. Her empathy when she patiently listened to my wrestling with being adopted. Her generosity with her time, money, resources, and clothes. Half of my wardrobe is from Les Boutiques de Sarah. Sarah has always described herself as the adventure therapy friend. If you're feeling down, she'll take you on a spontaneous hike or bike ride. But over the years, I've seen her grow in the ability to be emotionally present, not only to her own emotions, but her ability to hold space for feelings of others too. It's been such a joy to witness your becoming. Sarah, you're my best friend. You're my family. And I've been so blessed by your friendship and love. Then along came Jeff. When Sarah first told me about Jeff, I had so many questions about him, but the most pressing one was, how is it possible to eat spaghetti in the shower? like logistically, you know? Early on, it was very easy to tell that Sarah and Jeff were a great fit for each other. Who wouldn't want 2 times the fun, 2 times the silliness, and 2 times the adventure? But on a more serious note, Jeff, you've always been so welcoming and so kind to me, and I've really appreciated how respectful you've been of my relationship and friendship with Sarah. You too have become a cherished friend of mine, and now my family. I've seen the ways you love Sarah so well, and I'm so grateful. Sarah and Jeff, your relationship is a beautiful garden, teeming with love, abundance, and friendship. I, like many others in this room, have experienced more love, more belonging, and more wholeness because of the community garden you have so intentionally cared for. May your marriage be a garden of encouragement and beauty for one another and your community. May your marriage be a garden that brings a smile and joy to passers-by. May your marriage be a garden enduring with love, service, and friendship.
Thank you.
And in honor of the Oktoberfest that Sarah has invited us all to over the years, a prost to Sarah and Jeff.
Hello, everybody. My name is Jason Knight. I'm Sarah's first cousin. And a couple things I want to say is when Jeff met Sarah, one thing she said yesterday in her vows was that her light shined so much brighter when you came into her life. And I agree with that so much. And I do believe that the rest of our family has absolutely embraced that light. So thank you. And so, in light of the recent prost, I would like to do a toast that my family has been doing as a Nicaraguan tradition. So if you could please follow me. And I will say it's a Spanish toast. So just simply follow me. If you can't pronounce the words, don't worry, no one's paying attention. So we go. Para arriba. Para arriba. Para abajo. Para abajo. Para el centro. Para el centro. Para adentro. Para adentro.
David and Jeff off the credits. And from the moment I interviewed with them, I was, these guys are cool. They're down, down to hang out with them. Please let me live with you. And it was just a total random thing when I moved back to Sacramento, and it ended up basically changing my life for the better. And to this day, I can't think of anyone more creative than Jeff. I mean, this guy, we did donuts on the drift trike in the garage. We jumped off the roof into the pool. There was one New Year's Eve that I came back to the house, and there was a bounce house in the backyard. And we had a bounce house for New Year's Eve. It was an amazing party. And so, yeah, just the things that this guy comes up with, and just the trouble and things that we've gotten into. It's amazing. I didn't think I'd ever meet anyone more creative until I met Sarah. We'd come home and they'd be laying on the floor, laughing and giggling and staring at the ceiling. I came back one time and they were both sitting on the driveway with a watermelon, and they were trying to see how many rubber bands it would take on the watermelon to smash the watermelon. Do you remember how many rubber bands it was?
Never broke.
It never broke.
It was rotten inside.
We have very important things we need to do as well. They were concentrating on that.
So yeah, I truly never would have thought I'd meet someone more creative than Jeff until I met Sarah. And the camping trips we've been on, the things she's helped plan, the parties we've done, the Rubik's Cube party where everyone had to wear a different color. That was David's idea, but they helped make it happen. So yeah, I'm excited for them to be together. I can't wait to see what they plan in the future.
Would you like to add anything to that? Sure.
I have nothing planned to say, but I just wanted to say that these are two most beautiful and wonderful people I've ever met. Never met two people that are more compatible. In fact, we call them Jeff and Girl Jeff. Because they're so similar and they're so loving and they have the same level of chaos and humor and it's just fantastic. I'm going to tell some embarrassing stories about Jeff because I think it's tradition. I met Jeff on Craigslist, as we mentioned, and then we met
on a different Craigslist.
On a multiple Craigslist occasions is how we all met. And the first person we met was some guy, he was a butcher and wanted to bring a whole bunch of guns in the house. We're like, maybe. And then we met Jeff, we were like, Jeff seems pretty cool. Let's go with Jeff. And I have no regrets about any of that. And I think it's his first time moving out of the house from his parents. And I don't think he was used to just living with roommates and stuff. I remember one day he was cooking a quesadilla on the stove. And I had to tell him, Jeff, it's okay to use a pan. You don't gotta move the quesadilla right on the stove. It's okay, you're one of us. You can use the pan. It's cool. And yeah, just non-stop shenanigans from that point on.
Off-roading, skiing, and onesies together.
Yeah, Jeff's always the life of the party. He and Sarah are always skiing in banana costumes or something fun like that. But anyways, cheers to Jeff and Sarah.
Yeah.
Some of the best people I ever met. One of the few people who will literally give you the shirt off his back. Like one of the most kind and generous person ever. Who's next?
Thanks, guys.
You guys are the best.
Alright, well thank you guys. We're gonna wrap this up and move over to the next room. We are going to play a little game of the shoe game. You guys have been to those weddings where they do the shoe thing. Connor and Gemma have made a list, along with some other family members, created a little list. Hopefully it's not too spicy, but we'll see. So we're going to move into the room, so feel free to grab your drinks. Finish that champagne, because I haven't finished mine.
But Sarah and Jeffrey.
Oh yeah!
Elliot's girlfriend.
I'm Elliot, I'm Jeff's brother.
Alright, so Sarah asked us to write some questions for something called the shoe game. Some of you may have heard of it, some of you may have not. Basically, as you can see here, Jeff and Sarah have one shoe of Jeff's. Raise the Jeff shoe, please. Sarah, raise the Jeff shoe. Thank you. Alright. Whoa, okay. Alright, and then raise the Sarah shoe, please. Alright, okay, so basically we're going to ask a series of questions about Jeff and Sarah's relationship. Each person of the couple is going to raise the shoe of the person who they think is most likely to fulfill the answer of the question. So let's start with a simple one. Alright, who did you marry? There you go! Alright.
Second question, who hogs most of the bed?
Okay, who's the better, the dogs? Who's the better driver? That you answered that actually, and that Jeff, you answered that Sarah's the better driver because your mom said that you drove a car into a ditch.
All right, next question.
We've both totaled a car?
Who's most likely to start a sing-along at a bar? guys are too cute.
Okay, who said I love you first?
Who is the biggest baby when they're sick?
Okay, who's the funniest? Wow. Okay, I was gonna say who thinks they're the funniest. No different answers to that one, okay.
Who is the first to apologize?
Aww.
Who's most likely to get lost in a new city?
She's a champ. She can go to like a new city and act like a local. She can navigate anywhere. It's impressive.
Who's more likely to try something new?
Okay. Who's most likely to fall asleep on the floor?
Who talks the most?
Who's faster at responding to a text?
Who spends more money? Who spends more money?
Who spends more time on social media?
That's my coworker.
Sarah already chose Jeff. Okay, audience, we're gonna need your help for this one. All right, between Jeff and Sarah, who can get a flower crown the fastest?
Go.
Go.
I was not prepared.
Who snores the loudest? I don't count. I'm not here. Whose farts are stinkier?
All right, who's most likely to scream, "Oh yeah"? Hey Austin, can I get a "oh yeah"? Okay, all right. Who's the better kisser? Can you prove it?
Who holds their beer better at Oktoberfest?
Who's turning up the most tonight?
Who has the biggest heart?
Whose family is crazier? Okay, and lastly, who do you love more than anyone else in the world? Aww. Prove it. Thank you, everybody. To Jeff and
Sarah! Sorry, you have to play something.
What were the chances we'd be sharing love?
the couples that have been married? Has there anybody been married 50 years or more? Or been together for 50 years? No? Alright, nobody 50. How about 40 years? Okay, everybody 40 years to come to the dance floor. Okay, how about 30 years? Anybody been married 30 years? Been together 30 years or more? Or less? Or more? Okay, 20 years. Anybody been married and been together for 20 years or more? Okay, we're gonna try the song. 10 years. Anybody been together 10 years or more? Okay, we got 30 more seconds. We've been together for at least a year or more. From the dance floor.
Give it 2 seconds.
Anybody who's been together less than a year and just got together, come on in.
Sit down.
Alright, that's great. That was a fun way to do it.
Here's to you, you were pink or blue, everything I want. Here's to you, never sleeping through, from midnight till the morning. Had to crawl before you walked, before you ran, before I knew it. You were trying to free your fingers from my hand, 'cause you could do it on your own now. Somehow, slow down, won't you stay here a minute more? I know you wanna walk through the door, but it's all too fast. Let's make it last a little while. I pointed to
Check this off. Yes.